everyone. Welcome back to my Knowledge Hub. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of research methodology. In this video, we'll explore the concepts of population and sample, different types of sampling methods, and the crucial role variables play in research. So, grab your notebooks because we are about to get into some valuable insights. 1. Concept of population and sample. Alright, let's start with the concept of population and sample. In research, we often can't study an entire population due to practical constraints. So, we rely on sampling methods. The population is the entire group we are interested in, and a sample is a representative subset. For example, if we want to study the average height of adults in a country, the population is every adult, but the sample could be a few hundred individuals. Why sample? Well, studying an entire population is often impractical. It's time-consuming, expensive, and sometimes, it's just not feasible. Sampling allows us to gather information efficiently and at a lower cost. Plus, it helps overcome ethical concerns in certain situations. 2. Types of sampling. Now, there are two main types of sampling, random and non-random. A. Random sampling. Random sampling ensures each member of the population has an equal chance of being selected. It can be simple, stratified, or cluster random sampling. Computers have made implementing random sampling more efficient using tools like random number generators or statistical software. B. Non-random sampling. On the flip side, non-random sampling relies on subjective criteria. Methods like convenience, purposive, snowball, and quota sampling are used. While these methods offer flexibility, they may introduce bias. 3. Variables. Now, let's talk about variables. In research, there are characteristics that can vary or change. There are three main types: independent, dependent, and intervening. A. Independent variables. Independent variables are manipulated or controlled by researchers. They are the factors believed to affect the dependent variable. For example, in a drug study, the drug administration is the independent variable. B. Dependent variables. Dependent variables are the outcomes measured in response to the independent variable. In a drug study, blood pressure readings after drug administration are dependent variables. C. Intervening variables. Intervening variables, or mediators, explain the relationship between independent and dependent variables. They provide a mechanism for how the independent variable affects the dependent variable. Think of them as processes within individuals. 4. Random sampling. Now, let's deep dive into random sampling. It's a powerful method that ensures representativeness, reduces bias, and allows for statistical inference. Advantages include representativeness, reduced bias, generalizability, and statistical inference. Computers have made implementation efficient with tools like random number generators, statistical software, and even spreadsheet tools. But there are considerations. Sample size matters. The sampling frame, a list of the population, should be comprehensive. And researchers should choose the sampling method wisely based on research objectives and constraints. 5. Non-random sampling. Moving on to non-random sampling, sometimes researchers choose methods like convenience, purposive, snowball, quota, or stratified sampling. Convenience sampling is quick but introduces bias. Purposive sampling targets specific traits. Snowball sampling recruits through referrals. Quota sampling sets predetermined quotas. And stratified sampling divides the population into subgroups. We've covered a lot today, from understanding populations and samples to exploring the world of variables. Remember, these concepts are the backbone of robust research. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update.